Well, dude, he never misses leg day, so it's a good choice.
Well, we're getting into it here. Pistol round underway. Mirage is not a map either of these teams have played too often throughout the Academy League, so we'll keep an eye on how the strats go down, as we've already got the early kill coming in from Lomic.
Yeah, P250, raid boss kind of strategy. He's got the Kevlar as well, so he's a beefy boy looking to do some damage. But yeah, that was a point that was mentioned quite a bit, is that Mirage really hasn't seen much play between either of these teams. So it's going to be a bit of a learning process for all of us here going into this match. And the trap has been sprung, but Lomic with the double headshot. 3 versus 1, and just like that, man, Lomic. Okay, then. I mean, that was a point that was brought up by the desk going into this. We're going to need some heavy hitters to start showing up for these teams, that you need to find the guys who are going to be doing the damage. And, well, Lomic just had a fantastic pistol.
Yeah, the desk was also pointing out how VP have maybe had some issues at times holding on to this A site, but this time on the T side, they're able to come through and get the early kills on it themselves. And it is that man, Lomic, who is meant to be the standout, the AWPer of the team, comes through with that P250. Astralis Talent, not off to the best start, but they've got those Deegs out, and you've got to keep an eye on those Deegs. We all know it.
I know, yeah. You see this positioning as well. Already, you can just post up here in Palace. Double body shot will do the trick, or you just get a headshot.
Yeah.
Vigo. There you go. Once again, the Deegs. They'll have the advantage, but there we get the execute coming in here on the B side. Looks like for VP.Prodigy. And another Deeg. Dude, yeah, so the Deegs are just ridiculous still.
Yeah, even in these Academy teams, they're going to be banging your head off as soon as they get the chance. At least Bloody K has snuck somewhat close to the B site, but they really need a kill here on the VP side, and they've got it.
That works. So, man advantage now. And there it is, Bloody K just moving on up into the bomb site. He's going to open it wide for his team. They're going to be able to stream on in here and should be able to get a bomb planted out of this, which, of course, is exactly what VP need. It was one of the points that was made again, how they need to get tighter on the post-plant situation, get that bomb planted, and then hold on to the bomb site. So we'll see if they're capable of here. Now it's all about keeping their cool. And, yeah, Salt is going to be able to pick up the first one there on Vigo, but it's going to be a trade, and it's a 2-on-1 retake scenario now. But Salt has actually put himself into an excellent position up here in B apartments. The bomb is planted for him. Astralis with the fundamentals, though. That's, I mean, all right, so this was obviously the level for Academy where it's like, okay, are they going to be good on comms, and are they going to be good on the fundamentals? And what I mean by fundamentals there is buddying up so that you can trade the kill. They don't split up one-on-one looking for duels. They move together so that one guy gets a kill or he dies. Bam, the other one's there to trade it immediately, and you win the round.
That's the new player into the roster too, Mister, who only came in towards the end of the best of ones, who's come through with that trade kill. So good to see they are already getting that understanding between them. For VP.Prodigy, though, we're already seeing those problems mouzSnake was talking about, where they default across the map and then they just lose those picks.
It's just it's holding on to that post situation. At least they do get that bomb planted, so they'll have a little bit more money to play with in this round. But it is not the start that Prodigy were hoping for. So dangerous, these teams now in these post-plants. Some teams even pushing it up to 40% on the conversion when they lose the pistol, but they're still just so deadly with the Eagles. This time around, though, a little bit of a change of pace here from VP.Prodigy. Very fast A execute, and 2 kills coming in for Result. He's just opened it all up here on this A site.
They're all the way in CT too, so the bomb plant's so safe now, and this just has to be the round, almost confirmed. But as soon as I say that, Boyd gets a kill and makes it a little interesting.
Dude, Augs are so filthy when you get a good Aug player, man. It just looks so brutal. Altex now trying to take point, trying to create some room here for his teammates to work with. Couple of quick kills coming in here for Astralis Talent, turning it into a 2-on-2, but that bomb has been ticking for a long time now, and it is going to have to be the diffuse play. Just cross your fingers and hope you're going to be able to get it done. Not quite. Through the smoke with the Deeg. Managing to find both kills, and they managed to hold on to the round there. VP.Prodigy, the change of pace works in their favor.
Those shots through the smoke too. With the Deeg, oh, you never know where those are going to go, but they get the kills they needed. Even with Astralis Talent having some utility to try and retake, it was the early nades that were just too strong. You see that Astralis Talent players wanted to fight for the site initially, and so even though they did pretty well initially on that retake attempt, just those shots through the smoke at the end made it too difficult, too much time wasted. Pretty back and forth start to this game, but it's Astralis Talent back on the digs, and let's hope this time VP can get that sorted and make sure they hold on for this one.
Yeah, they're going for what looks like an A split early. At least they get the smokes down. I like it better this time just because they're sticking together, VP. And so when they get the 2 players together with the 3 players on the other side, you run into the Deagles. Again, it's not just a bunch of single duels that the Deagles excel in. You can trade those kills quickly. And well, they've managed to develop a lot of room on short here, VP, with the mid control. So a lot to work with. And already you see Cheerful trying to open things up on this B site. A lot of info gain. This is filthy, though. I mean, as VP now should be able to work their way up onto this B site. Shots going through just randomly from the A side onto B, but it is going to be VP slowly working their way up here. Altec still trying to put up a fight with the Dig. Just so dangerous, looking for the Dig headshots, and sure enough, there's one to kick things off. So man advantage now for Astralis Talent, but it's brought back quickly. Just chaos now. But it is looking like VP are going to be able to get the man advantage on the site.
Mr. was trying to be sneaky in that spot with the dig, but he got flushed out after just finding the one. And now with that site control, they can cut off the rotation and be in a very good position to close it out. And the difference there is I feel like VP.Prodigy had a much better idea as to what they wanted to do. They were just very quick at making up their minds. They didn't default for as long in that round. They didn't give those Deags the chance for those early picks. They decided, because that didn't work last time, they were going to go for an earlier game plan where they just moved in for this B split. And even though they lost a couple of kills in these early exchanges, because they had so many rifles in good positions, they're able to go ahead and close out the round and put themselves in a really good spot now.
Playing contact, just working up together. And again, man advantage sort of situations like that where you get groups together. That's what's important, is being able to trade the kills. And so even with the Deagles getting a few headshots here and there, they're able to get the job done, VP. And well, you know, we'll see if they can keep this kind of momentum going on this T side. Every T round right now on this Mirage is going to be so valuable for Virtus Pro.
Oh my god, that is so quick. They all just try and push through the smokes with the USPs, and they were not allowed to do that. That was an emphatic no from the VP guys there. They're liking the quick A plays, though. The thing I am surprised about with these A plays is they're not scared of CT at all. I guess they're just aware that there's no AWP in play, so there's no real nades going into CT. But I think now that there is that AWP out on the Astralis Talent side, you've got to be ready to deal with that if you go for those A plays.
Well, we're going to find out if that is going to be the name of the game still here. It's looking like more of a default approach this time around from VP. Actually, something similar to what we saw in the second round after the pistol win. A couple of players posted up in Palace for VP, and then the smokes out onto the B site. So VP now trying to throw Astralis Talent for a little bit of a loop here, and it is going to work out for him, catching him out wide in the open. 2 kills. Nice shot with the AWP from Jungle, going to find a kill of his own, but the damage is done. There's no way you're retaking A now if you're Astralis Talent.
Void's hoping he gets given some freebies, but in comes the peak. Lovely work from VP.Prodigy to work together on those final fights, but yeah, it's just the pace at which they get those kills onto A. There's no chance to respond. That AWP was in an okay position to maybe try and get something going, but Result just so quick on this reaction. Even though the AWP's there to back it up, it's too late. Result's already got 2 kills, and the round's basically done from there.
Yeah. What can you really hope to do at that point? It's just too quick. And that's the advantage of this this quick pace that's being put into play here by VP. If they're executing fast, it's just not letting Astralis Talent have much room to breathe. They don't get to work the map. They don't get to get any room to maneuver with. Nice little trap set here in the... Yep, easy peasy. Oh, I don't even think he does... Oh, poor guy. Doesn't even get the Zeus kill. It was the Zeus bait trap, and it just doesn't work. He gets 1D too quickly.
Important position from Bloody K here. Nice headshot, and he confirms the second. That's exactly what he needed. Knew those players were trapped. It is still scary being at mid. There's so many angles you have to be scared of, and he's not ready for Vigo. Astralis Talent still going. Mr. finally taken out, though. Back to a 2v2, and oh, it's a sloppy spray, but eventually the kill is in from Result.
That's a clinch moment if ever there was one. Altex has been deadly with the deagle as well. He's trying to find a shot. Nice little molly, gonna force him back. And that has to change up the angle now. Either he goes through CT, which he's still got that option. Doesn't seem like he's convinced though. If CT's the name of the game for him, or if this was gonna be B site. Altex now knows that the bomb is planted on A, so he's going to move on in here. It's a 1v2 retake scenario for him, caught in a crossfire, so this really favors VP, and they keep their cool and hit the shot when they needed to. So 6-1 at the beginning of this map for Virtus Pro. They are looking terrific right now, VP. This is a fantastic start.
Even then, you still see the shots from the CTs. Those deags have been so scary. Yeah, good work from VP.Prodigy to make sure they hold it. Resalt's had a couple of nice rounds out through Palace, just getting those quick kills that you need to be able to swarm that A-bomb site. But now we are into another gun round, and I think this time Astralis Talent just need to make sure they don't lose those early kills, because that's been a real issue for them so far.
We see that smoke going down again here. Top mid, this is the standard one of... which just gives you some information to work with here if you're VP, and also tries to deny Astralis Talent the information. Is there somebody behind the carts or not? You don't know if you're Astralis, although with the positioning there, that AWP, they were able to get at least a little bit of eyes on mid. But now it is going to be VP. Once again, contact up, and there's the shot from Void. Man advantage now for Astralis. The main thing here, however, is that they've already worked their way up. Tetris, nicely done, though. This is looking like a good round for Astralis.
They still need to make sure they're ready for this B play, though. Altex. Oh, no, he must have looked away. Roofire gets the entry, and now this round is back in the open.
So brutal. You look away, that's the beauty of CS.
Oh, no.
Contracts. What can go wrong will go wrong, and the timing is everything. No way does he get both of those. They even spot the last man out on short. Nice duel, though. Putting up a fight, bringing it back to a 1v2. Now a 1v1. What is going on? Bomb is dropped up in the apartments. The only way that Resalt's going to do this now is by getting the kill. And sure enough, with 30 seconds on the clock, he gets the job done. 7-1 now in favor of VP.
And 17 kills from Resalt. Jeez, I knew he was playing well, but I didn't think it was 17 kills. He's popping off, but this play from Roofire is absolutely what they needed. And if you are going to be playing a more default style, as an IGL, I think you have to be ready to make those sorts of plays yourself. And you realize there probably is that weakness on B. If I can just get this first kill, it opens up so many different options. It opens up so much of this side of the map. It works out for him. And unfortunately for Astralis Talent, well, their deags have been good, but you don't want to be going back down to deags this often, because it probably means the rest of the game hasn't been going too well for you. Wow.
That's painful. Tough break there, but you're right. That's the main thing. If you're constantly in these eco buys, and the brutal part about Bad Hawka is that, as we've always said, it's more expensive to get equipped on the CT side than it is on the T side. So if you're on the CT side constantly going for these half buys, it means you're not getting nades, like full buys going into it. When you get your rifles, you're maybe skimping on an incendiary or some other useful nade that could decide whether or not you win the round. So nicely done. Good patience there shown. But yeah, these force buys are a little bit of a gamble from Astralis. It's worked for him a couple of times, but now it's looking like it's going to happen again. So looking like I mean, just a terrific start for VP, and I'm wondering if this is 100% mental. I mean, it was mentioned by the desk going into this match that there may be some additional pressure here, you know, when it comes to Astralis. And these Danish players playing for the Astralis side. I mean, we've heard from VNG, the coach, in the past on these in the interviews on the broadcast itself. You know, where they're constantly headhunting, looking for ratings. And while right now these guys, it may be getting in their heads where they're thinking, oh man, you know, I'm not hitting shots. My rating's going to be terrible. How am I going to stand out here? And it just all speeds down from there.
Yeah, you never want that to be the way you're thinking, but sometimes it just happens. You can't help it, especially for these young players who are still finding exactly their spots and their roles on teams. I think especially at this sort of level on the academy teams, the thing that you probably struggle to find most is one of those players who is just willing to be that leader. because a lot of these teams are going to need that. You really need that strong leadership figure, and it's quite rare for someone to just naturally have that at a young age. So that's really what I think makes a good bit of difference here for some of these teams. And it's nice to have this sort of league where you'll hopefully get to see that develop over time. The best of ones are probably a bit easier to prepare for, you know, as the leader of the team. And then now we get into the best of threes where it's slightly more serious. I don't know how. I think that's Ultex. I'm not sure who with the hair, but I don't know how his hair. It's like almost covering his eyes, Samler.
Yeah, how do you
it almost looks distracting. Yeah.
How do you see through that? Maybe it's just a way, you know, that like you got all this screen brightness now. He just needs to cut that down a little bit. Helps out a little bit, you know. These bright screens, long hours looking at screens. Just I don't know. The hair just helps after a few hours. You know, it just gets thicker and thicker in front of the eyes. Nice shot there to open it up. Oh, that's exactly what you're hoping to do. And Astralis now looking to try and take a fight mid early. So figuring out that giving up mid to VP is not in their best interest, looking to take a little bit of advantage of that.
And there goes Vigo, the rifle support, making sure the underpass is accounted for. It's Mister, the man with the hair, who has to be this A anchor. He also needs assistance because they're already wrapping him. And VP.Prodigy keep on finding these quick kills on A.
Oh, that's so cool. The boost up onto the stairs as well. What a nice detail here from VP. No way for Astralis. Had they rotated through jungle or connector there, that would have just been nightmare fuel. Instead, all three of them are in CT spawn, and they're trying to retake with 2 AWPs. I mean, this is a tough situation now for Astralis Talent. Fortunately, they have a lot of room to work with, time-wise. The bomb only just been planted. And now they need to find some shots.
It's so open. The smoke goes in, but Cheerful delivers a quick headshot, and with the shot landing through the smoke, how is the AWP going to get 3 separate players here? How is he even going to get out alive? He's so low, and Cheerful goes hunting him down. VP.Prodigy continue to find success on that A site. Astralis Talent are continuing to play on the site itself. I'm wondering if it's time to play retake, because right now, they're just not able to hold A.
It's not the prettiest of things. I mean, there isn't a whole lot to go off of. Again, it's worth mentioning, you know, for Astralis Talent, this is the map that they've just not played. So it's the big question mark in terms of last 3 months, they've played it 0 times. So what can we expect out of these guys on this map? Turns out that they still have a little bit of work to do to get comfortable on the map, because VP played it real close in the group phase against Big. 16-14 loss there, and that was a tight one. So we know that VP can be a threat on Mirage, and we were wondering if Astralis were going to be one, but as it happens, so happens right now at least, Astralis are looking like they're about to get behind by double digits.
They've already lost the first 2 players in this round. Deciding to just gamble, stack over to this A side of the map because Cheerful was so far in. And the bomb is fairly far away, so that gives some extra time for Astralis Talent to try and find a frag. And, well, they will find a frag, but it costs them 2 players, so not ideal. And Void is yet again in this scenario where there's no way for him to win this. He's even missed the first shot, and Bloody K will go running him down. 10-1 lead. And Astralis Talent are trying to switch some things up, Semler. They're going for these aggressive mid plays. Sometimes they're finding some early round success. It just always seems to slip away from them.
Yeah, it's that's the issue, is that they've got one. It's both hands aren't talking to each other right now. It feels like you got one side of the teams that are doing well and, you know, finding some success in mid or, you know, with a push in Palace. But then the other side of the map, you've got their teammates that are kind of just throwing away that edge, and it seems to be happening over and over and over again here for Astralis Talent. So this is a bit of a nightmare, and now we're actually going to see them go for probably the hardest eco we've seen yet. Couple of Deagles, a little bit of Kevlar, but still trying to save some money going into this next round, and they have gone for the full stack on A. Finally here, Astralis Talent have decided enough is enough. We have to put up some kind of defense here, and we're just going to gamble stack it and hope that VP hit A again. It's not looking likely, though. At least, I mean, VP are taking the time to feel the map out, and they have not committed the bomb to the A site just yet.
They're being really patient. Not even thinking of walking up ramp and looking for some info. Vesta just took a bit of damage from the molly, so they should have heard that, and Rooffire is thinking of wrapping round. He's so close to spotting players, and finally gets the chance, but can't take it.
Yeah, Rooffire, a little bit of a struggle bus there. That's really unfortunate because he had the perfect chance to just completely open up this defense. They know that there's still one playing Shadow, one's in spotted CT as well, and the one close. This is all over the place. Finally, shot in the end there. Lomic bringing in the heat, but it's 11-1, and they do manage to continue looking very good here. VP.Prodigy. I mean, there doesn't really seem to be an answer here from Astralis Talent on this CT side. Double AWP, we're going back to it, but no AUG in play this time around.
Void has been playing pretty well on that AWP too. He's had a couple of rounds where he's got some kills. He's got a couple of early round impact. Hopefully that can continue because Astralis Talent need it right now. And VP.Prodigy again going for this swarm play early. All towards mid this time, but there is a tiny gap in this smoke. Get your glasses out, folks. Void can see something. Oh! Never mind.
Not happening, dude. Not happening at all. They were definitely ready for that little one-way. Not going to get caught off guard. Well played, VP. Man advantage for them now. And they're moving up short. There's the spot. Oh, this is a disaster for Astralis.
Both AWPs didn't even get to see anyone. We were excited about the double AWP setup. They're both gone. The B site is lost with them. Really, I think this is probably a save call. You're just so locked out of that B site. It's already hard to retake at the best of times. I thought Bloody K might even just try and lock them in. Oh, he's gonna. Does he look back in time? I don't think so. I think they're all right.
When you say Bloody K, I'm just picturing you saying Bloody K.
Bloody K.
Bloody K. But no, it's all right. It's his name, Bloody K. Bloody K. That's right. Not the problem is they can't even save an op. You're right. So no AWP. I mean, if you can hit shots like that with the M4, that's not too shabby. But of course, you would love to be able to save one of those AWPs going into the final rounds of this half if you're Astralis. It's not looking too likely though. At least you're getting a couple of parting shots.
Careful. Mr. decides to go back, and he will win both of those fights with some body shots. So a couple of kills at the end. Obviously, VP.Prodigy don't care, though, because they are incredibly rich right now.
Right there, filthy. They got everything they need to re-equip. And yeah, that was... What a spot from Bloody. So well played. Hey, wow, what? We've all been there. You're just wondering where your bullet went. What the hell was that? So now, well, VP 12-1. Utter destruction here in this first half. Just looking so good. The punish pick is really paying off here for Virtus.Pro, and Astralis Talent at this point are just got to be telling themselves, it's not done yet. This is not a best of one. This is a best of three in this gauntlet. We still have a chance.
Aggression works out for them. This underpass play has been fairly successful, generally with Deegs, this time with the MP9, and now they found a second kill. This just has to be around here, Samler. There's no other way of putting it. They need to close one out.
I mean, best chance that they've had in a long time, it feels like. We're not going to find it, though, Bloody K. Ha! Another kill for him. Brings it back to a 3-on-3. Not sure if he spotted the man on short, but he's going to take advantage of that peeker's advantage. I mean, right eye peek gives him just a little bit more to work with there. Finds that kill. And well, now, I mean, they are divided. There's one player here on each bomb site for Astralis Talent and a whole lot of work to do. At least he's in a bit of a weird spot here, and perhaps he can catch him off guard if he can just lurk in the corner. His teammate should be able to rotate over here soon enough, although I thought VP were going to start pushing CT spawn. I think that's what's going to happen. Bomb is not going to get planted. Molly, though.
Oh, no!
Just gold.
Oh, well, they've still got a chance. Vesta able to get the trade, but it's Bloody K who's so low. The nade might just do it. Oh, he gets it. Astralis Talent finally find their second round. Man, it was not as easy as you thought it might have been. But hey, it's a round on the board, and that's all that counts, Samler.
By hook or by crook, Hawka, they managed to get a second round on the board. It wasn't pretty, but they did it. They did it in the end. It's mad the work that Bloody K's been doing, though, in that round 4 VP. We saw both of those kills again, bringing it back to a 3-on-3, making life really interesting. But Mr. Man, him playing in the corner there, that was the real hero play. What a good spot for him to find himself in. So now, well, we are going to have full buys on both sides. FAMAS is on Astralis to be able to get a few more grenades to work with. I like that. And now, well, so far, VP expecting more aggression in mid from Astralis. That it's going to be a weird peek again here, trying to take advantage of this smoke in the connector. Not the best, though. Void just barely spotting out. Misses the chance. And he's out of dodge.
About time to get away from that smoke. He's having bad flashbacks to a previous life that he lived. Oh, he's still holding this angle into connector, but the smoke may obscure his vision. So mid control taken. They can sneak into connector too. Where do VP.Prodigy go from here, though? Maybe just straight through the smoke? Yeah, they've got a flash over the top. Oh, it's a great flash. 2 kills in quick succession, and this A site is about to be lost. The trades are just so good. That's it. That's basically the round over.
That's insane how quick that is. They just rolled right through that A defense like it wasn't even there, and they catch the lurk as well. 13-2, the score at the end of the first half in favor of VP on the T side. Just looking terrific, VP, with this punish pick of Mirage. And, well, we're going to find out how it pans out here in the second half after the break. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are going into the pistol round here. No time wasted at all of the second half. VP.Prodigy now on the CT side. Astralis Talent on the T side with 2 rounds to their name. And hoping to do a little bit more here in this second half than get pounded in the face, Hawka.
Yeah, I think VP.Prodigy just want this over and done with, though, Semler, because they've already pushed ramp, they've already got the opening kill, and even though Astralis Talent have mid control, the CTs have got to be aware of this.
See, Bloody K gonna find another one. Mister, though. Looking like he's gonna be able to do a little bit of damage here, but Bloody K will not be denied. The man is a monster. It's a man advantage here for VP in the pistol.
Oh, yeah, and Ultex at the end, hoping he could just find his way in. If he wins that fight, he has a chance because the B site would have been wide open, but no way that he can win that initial duel. 14-2 up. It is just absolute domination. And yeah, sure, it is VP.Prodigy's map pick, but man, we were hoping that Astralis Talent would have maybe got some tricks up their sleeve on this Mirage. We hadn't seen them play it before, and well, maybe we're now seeing why. Hopefully they can do something here. Their deeks have been pretty good so far, so maybe they can get something going here in this second round force.
Well, at least you've got Nuke to look forward to here in the second map. We did not get the Vertigo pick that we were thinking would happen.
Ooh.
So Nuke is going to be the second map, and we'll have to see. I mean, Astralis right now are just kind of gritting their teeth and bearing it, and just hoping that they'll be able to do some damage here on Nuke, their map pick. Because so far, it is looking terrific for VP. Bloody yet again on a tear. And yes, that is going to be map point now for VP. Looking so good right now, Hawkeye. It's really impressive.
This could be just such a quick map. I mean, it should be at this point. We've just started the second half, and it's almost already over. Yeah, for Astralis Talent, I do think that Nuke is going to be better suited to them, but man, it's hard to bounce back from this. I hope that they can keep their heads in the game.
Also, it's a run the gauntlet because it's not done yet. It was a point that was brought up by James Banks in the pre-match show that you are not done yet. You have to win 3 best-of-3s to get that spot on LAN if you're going to make it. And so Astralis Talent or VP.Prodigy, that's what they've got to look forward to here. It's a long path ahead. This is just the first step of hopefully many for both of these teams. And so now let's go ahead and hear VP's team speak real quick, what they had to say.
Я тебя подкину бы дом. И станут хае дымом.
Оставь, можешь хаешку, дайте молик там.
На бенче, типа, да?
Спрячься сбоку, понял? Вот тут. Ну, вот там. Давай,
Дым
давай.
дашь после молика, да?
Да,
Да.
дым, бля, походу фаст.
Да, фаст.
Да, фаст. А, фаст.
Я ушел.
Еще два бегут.
Флешку над вами дал.
Еще 2, еще.
Делю.
Очко 2.
Делю.
Я
Зиг.
упал.
Дай в хае даю. Под хаешкой чё?
Найс.
Хорош.
Лучший, класс.
Отличная карта,
Давайте, парни,
парни.
в том же